My name is Charlene Davis Clark. This is my mama when she was about 18. And that's my mama and myself. And this is Willa here, right here. That's mama's sister. I currently live in St. Louis, Missouri. I lived in a small town in Brunswick, Missouri. That's where I grew up with my parents. I was the oldest of 8. My dad worked 2 or 3 jobs to take care of us. My mom was a stay-at-home mom. At the age of 16, and I went to college. I met Rufus Davis. We moved to St. Louis. We had Melissa. 4 years later, we had Mark. I knew that I needed to be married and not to bring that trouble back to my mom and dad. They didn't raise me to do that. It was a bad decision that I made. I felt like I had let God down. I didn't go back to church for about 10 years during that time. I decided that I wanted to be a beautician, be something to make a living, because I didn't graduate from college like I planned to. That became my life career. I worked at it for 49 and a half years. I always had wonderful customers. Sometimes the customers would come to the shop and sit in my chair, and I could just feel that the Lord had sent them. They spoke into my life, and they helped me raise my darling children because I raised them as a single parent. The best piece of advice I've ever been given, we'll never forget it, and I give it to everybody else, is to give my children back to God. And it released a lot of tension in my life about what Father's not doing. But it also, I saw God working in their lives. When I got on my knees and said, Father, your daughter Melissa, Father, your son Mark, send them home, take care of them, whatever, I will never forget that. And I use that, I tell everybody that has children, give your children back to God. I do. I love Isaiah 43. After 10 years, I went back to church, and I ended up in Holy Metropolitan. I just praise and thank God for who He is in my life and in my children's life. Now I've learned how to trust the Lord more. I know when I make a decision, it's through Him, and if it's the right decision, I have peace about it, and I love it when my family is saved and love the Lord and praise Him in their life. We're not expecting perfection, but we're striving for perfection. I love the Lord and my family too.